Hello, today we are going to solve Jan 2025 paper. Question number 1, part B. Prepare the current accounts of Aaria and Benul for the year ended 31st December 2024. So let's prepare the current account. Okay. So let's first prepare the current account of Aaria for the year ended uh, 31st December 2024. So So first the opening balance. Okay, the opening balance for the current account starts on the credit side. So here for Aaria they have given Aaria has a debit balance of 3250. So let's write that this is on um, this is on 30 this is on the 1st Jan 2024. So 1st Jan 2024 balance BD for Aaria was around 3250 debit balance. Okay, so let's write that. And then we have to have interest on capital. So the interest on capital was around 3%. Okay, 3000. So it is given here 6% per annum on the closing balances of the capital. So what was the interest paid on capital on 31st December 2024, interest paid on capital so that was around 3000. Then we have interest on capital. So we have interest on capital. Then we have to include salaries paid. The salary paid was 5000. The salary paid was 5000. Then we have to include share of profit, the profit for Aaria from the previous part A question. She got a profit of 9600. So let's include that. It is 9600. Then we have to include drawings. Drawings were around 7500. So drawings, it was around 7500. If you had interest on drawings, you have to put, but there was no interest charged on drawings, so it is not there. And then you have to again remove the salary given. Okay, salary paid to Aaria, it was 5000. and then you have to balance. Okay, so let's add up the total on both the sides. 3000 plus 3000 plus 5000 plus 9600, so that's equal to 17600. So let's write here 17600. Then let's add up on this side. So it is 3250 plus 7500 plus 5000. So when you add up, it is just 15750, which is less than 17600. So find the difference, okay, so that the total balance is equal to 17600. So minus 17600, so that should be 1850. So let's write that. So that should be the balance carried down. Down should be equal to 1850. So that was the balance brought forward as on 1st Jan 2025. So the balance brought forward for Aaria for the current account is 18,1850. Now let's do the current account balance for Benul. So now the opening balance as on 31st December 2024. Okay, what was the opening balance? The balance for Benul was 650 on the credit side. So let's write that 650. Then you have the same thing. You should have interest on capital which was received, and then salaries, and what is the share of profit they got. So the first one is interest on capital. He received 1500. So let's write that. So 1500. Then he received a salary of 12,000. So let's write that. And then the share of profit. So Benul got 6,400 share of profit. So let's write that. This is from part A, which was solved previously. So 6,400 was the share of profit he got. Then next one, okay, so the drawings. What was the drawings which was done by Benul? Okay. So the drawings by Benul was 8,000. So let's write that. And then the salary paid was 12,000, which has to be again removed. Okay. Now let's balance on both the sides. So 650, 650 plus 1500 plus 12,000 plus 6,400. So that's equal to 2550. So let's write that. So 2550. So, and let's add up on this side. So 8,000 plus 12,000. So 20,000. So there is a difference of 550. So that will be the balance carried forward. Okay. So balance carried down will be equal to 550.